What's up, everyone? This is your host, Candace Cordelia, here representing Pro Wrestling Illustrated in my hometown of Philadelphia, PA. We are in the 2300 arena for MLW Fightland, and I am sitting next to the world middleweight champion, Myron Reed. What's up, Myron?
Man, appreciate you having me.
Of course.
It's gonna be fun. I like the camera. I like the camera.
You guys can't see, but it's a small little zoom camera, but it does the trick. Great audio, great video, and I'm so happy to be here with you in person, Myron. This is going to be a really, really big show. And
For sure, especially with it being on Vice and stuff like that. Like, I'm super excited to be here just to show the world, what I do.
Exactly, and
young go, I mean, young go, like.
For real. Definitely. And your title is on the line tonight. You have 3 other MLW roster members that are going to be opposing you in the ring to get that title from you. So my first question is, what is it going to take for them? You have Aries, Aramis, and Tajiri. Especially Tajiri. What is it going to take for them to get that title from you?
Man, like, to me, it's over my dead body, but on the same token though, like it's a 4-way match, so anybody can be pinned. So it's just really, I gotta be aware of my surroundings, because one of them, Aramis or Tajiri, any of them can get pinned and I lose the belt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I could get pinned, so I just gotta make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's.
Yeah. So you've been doing just amazing, phenomenal things with MLW. I mean, you are the current middleweight champion. You've shown the world what you can do, but tonight you have an even bigger platform to really show more people who Myron Reed is.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to be a part of this event here at MLW Fightland, and after everything that we've been through in this COVID era, to have this show, people are excited. What are your thoughts about that?
Honestly, it's surreal, but like, it just shows that hard work pays. Like, during the pandemic, like, I was just working. Like, even if it was 50 people at a show because of COVID or whatever, like, I was there working. So I feel like it's just my hard work paying off. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to pay it off. Exclamation point on it.
You got to. Yeah. More than one exclamation points, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
a million of them.
Yeah, exactly. So say you retain the title tonight and you go home. I mean, it's going to be another day. You're going to have to, someone else is going to come for that title should you win. It's going to be a never-ending battle.
Absolutely.
But who are you really seeking to go up against in the ring? Like, who do you have your eyes on? Because this roster, it's been ever-changing. There's a lot of good stuff going on. So who are you looking at right now?
Well, MLW, like, you got the roster members and you got people, they bring in everybody. Like, you don't know who they're going to bring through the door. I just want to wrestle the best people. Like, the best people consider the best wrestlers in the world. I want to just prove myself against them.
Exactly.
And as far as, like, people want to wrestle, though, like, I look online and I like see like people mention Casey Navarro, and I remember he was telling me, like, I mentioned in my interview, I was like, nah, he trying to throw a jab at me or whatever. Like, he trying to throw a jab or whatever. Like, he tried to say it all nonchalant, but like, I know what you was trying to do. You can come for the belt. Whether I got the belt or not, you can get his hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put him down. 1, 2, 3. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here.
He did mention you. You're at the top of his list, I have to say. So, I mean, he's coming for you.
I mean, he's talented, and hey, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do work.
I hear that.
You ain't gonna beat me.
Absolutely. And you did just state that MLW continues to bring people outside of the roster. And I mean, we have Bobby Fish, who's going to be here, which is, I believe it's his first match post WWE. And that's
awesome.
Huge, right?
It's awesome for us.
Exactly. So, dream match, right? Anyone outside of the MLW roster, who would you like to face if given the chance?
Ooh. See, there's a lot of people that's like under contract that want to wrestle, but there's also a lot of guys on the indies that's like just killing it. But like, there's so many people, there's so many good wrestlers now. It's so hard. Like, I'd have to go online and be like, who you guys want to see me wrestle? And then look, like, damn. You know what I mean? Because I can't, honestly, right now, I couldn't name one person off the top of my head. There's so many people that's good at wrestling. That's just really good at what they do. Whether it be just high flyers or a big man, like I like wrestling people that just good at what they do.
Absolutely, I get it.
Challenge me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like I said, I think you're gonna have a lot of challengers should you retain this title. Everyone wants a piece who's in this division who can go up against you for the middleweight
There's
title.
a lot of guys on the indies.
Yeah.
Period. That's under 205 pounds. So
absolutely,
it means something to carry this belt.
For sure.
Yeah.
One thing I also want to ask you, because this has been a topic, especially on social media, for the past several months. Being a black male wrestler, not just in MLW, but in wrestling overall, and the things that you've been able to accomplish within, this past year and a half, 2 years has been, it's noticed and it's so appreciated. And you have so many fans that respect you. And being a black male wrestler, what does that mean for you to do what you're doing, to accomplish everything, to have this title? What is that like for you?
There's honestly, it's crazy you bring that point up. I'll be it'll be times I wake up, I'm tired, I'm like, man, I'm not going to the gym today. I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm beat, I don't feel like doing it the rest of this week. Then I'm like, man, this is way bigger than me. Because I remember when I was younger watching, whether it be The Rock, Mark Henry, or guys like that, it just showed me that I could do this. You know what I mean? I want to show people that, it don't matter what you look like. This isn't lame, this is cool. You can do whatever you want to do.
I love that. I love that response. And your fans appreciate you. They appreciate what you're doing, and it's not being done in vain. We
absolutely.
see you. So keep doing what you're doing. At least that's what I can say. So
yeah, definitely.
Definitely. My last question for you is: you have the PWI platform. We stated that you're going up against 3 other major talents: Aries, Aramis, and Tajiri. What do you have to say to each one of them now, to the camera, with this platform? Is there anything you want to say ahead of this match?
Man, you're stepping in the ring with the young GOAT. So it's a privilege for I feel like for everybody in the match wrestling me. Just be on your A+++ game. Because I promise you, it's gonna be more than just a easy night trying to take this belt from me. Young GOAT. I'm not losing easy.
You heard it here, and I am not going to contend with that. I know how you are in the ring, and it's not going to be an easy fight for any of those gentlemen. So we're here to see what each of you bring to the table, and we can't wait. We know it's going to be a banger of a match. But thank you so much for taking out the time of this crazy day. I know you have a lot going on.
Yeah, that's cool. I was like, I gotta get through it.
Yes, thank you. Hey everyone, this is your host, Candace Cordelia. I am here in Philadelphia, PA, my home city, for MLW Fightland, sitting next to Richard Holliday, and he's all suited up, booted up. We're here to talk about many things, but the first question that I want to actually ask you, Richard, is about your rarefied air coffee blend.
Yeah.
Because I love a good coffee, and obviously you do as well. What is it about rarefied air that we should be ingesting into our bodies as the weather is getting colder out here?
Well, listen, if there's one thing that I take in life very seriously, it's going to be coffee, right? I don't play around when it comes to coffee. So for me so I partnered with a roastery in Los Angeles who makes really lovely coffees. And for me to put my name on something, obviously I had to go through, tons of trials and to make sure that I love this coffee and this blend that I'm putting out there for the consumers. It's really quite a good cup of coffee. It's Guatemalan descent. It has notes of browning and slight citrus notes as well. So it's really a coffee drinker's coffee.
Okay.
Right? If you're just a morning cup of joe, give me the Folgers, I'm out the door, a construction worker type guy, and maybe it's not the coffee for you. But if you really like coffee and you want to enjoy it, I promise. It's good.
It sounds delicious. I mean, where can we buy this?
So, it is available at www.legalspeed.coffee/holiday.
Okay.
The links are in my bio on Twitter and on Instagram, make it nice and easy for you. But it's exclusively online. It's not in any storefronts yet.
Okay. I will be looking out for that because that sounds absolutely delicious. But enough about coffee, because we're here at MLW Fightland. We got to talk wrestling, right?
Right.
So we're going into this. I mean, this night, I think it's going to be sold out. People have been talking about this for weeks on end. You're on deck. First of all, what does it feel like to be a part of this ever-changing roster? I mean, now we have a lot of wonderful talent, including yourself. And what are your thoughts on that, being a part of MLW at this time?
Right. So I've been with the company now for the better part of 3 years. And you're right, it has been an ever-changing roster. I've seen a lot of people come and go. But at this point, it's great to be a mainstay on the roster and kind of be at the forefront of what we're doing. And we're doing so many different things in the marketplace of professional wrestling right now. I mean, to be on Vice TV and, who else knows what's in the horizon for us. And, but we have so many platforms that we're available on that people can consume our content. And again, to be kind of one of the poster boys for the company and to be here for so long and see all those changes, I'm proud about that. I feel like I've facilitated some of that change, and the future is so exciting for Major League Wrestling, as you know.
Oh, absolutely. And it's exciting for you as well, because you're going to be in the ring tonight for this 12-man match that, I mean, it was recently,
match.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was really surprised, but I kind of wasn't, because I was expecting more surprises the night before, more announcements. What are your thoughts going into this 12-man match? And it's the first kind that we've seen in MLW history, too. So there's a lot of historical moments that we're going to see. Right.
It's always cool to take part in something that's historic, right? So this is the first time ever this type of matchup has occurred on Major League Wrestling. Quite the dichotomy we have here. If you look across the ring, I mean, on my team, I have Savio Vega, who I have quite the history with. On the other side of the ring, I have Gino Medina, who I fired, by the way, from the Dynasty. Absolutely fired him. Just not dynastic. There's just so many people. Contra unit, it's what's going to happen in this match. There's so many different variables that are going into it. And I think from a consumer perspective, it's going to be so interesting, right? Like, it's not just a straight up singles match where I'm picking this guy, or I'm picking this guy or woman to win the match. It's who's going to win. I don't know. Who's your money on? Probably me, but
I mean, you got to root for yourself, right? If you don't root for yourself, who will, So what are your predictions? I mean, say you win the 12-man match tonight, right? And we're going into the end of 2021. 2022 is right around the corner. What's next for you here at MLW, should that be the case?
Well, I think that there's so many things that I can still accomplish here in Major League Wrestling. And, my boy Hammer is going for the heavyweight championship tonight, and, I'll be rooting him on. And that's something that's inevitable in my eyes, right? For him to be the champion. And, for the other dynastic counterpart myself, what do? There's so many things for me to do. With Cesar Duran here, he's kind of concocting this aura about himself where, there's so many different things going on with him now. And it's like, well, I have my hands full tonight for sure. I feel pretty confident heading into the match. But I think the back end of 2021 and all of 2022, I think there's going to be a lot of, breathing that rarefied air. I think so. That's just me, but
no doubt. So who do you have your eyes set on the roster itself? I mean, you did mention your boy Hammer, and there's so many other people on the roster that, of course, obviously you could go into the ring with. But if you had to choose, who would be the next opponent for you and why?
Wow. So I get asked this question quite a bit.
Yeah. And
people always ask, who's the opponent that you want to get into the ring with? I don't know. I don't really have a specific opponent where I'm like, I want this guy, or this is what I'm a dream scenario kind of guy. I'd rather have a scenario where, I'm main eventing the 2300 arena, or I'm main eventing New York City, or maybe we go international and I'm in one of the featured matchups there. I just more look at the opportunities that are available within Major League Wrestling and within the sport itself, and where I see myself. And, in terms of, listen, we're bringing in so much amazing talent.
Yeah.
Like, think about just tonight. We have Bobby Fish, we have Alex Shelley, we have Tajiri, right? I'm just going to say Tajiri. I want to wrestle Tajiri. There we go.
There it is.
I don't really answer this question often, but sure, let's go with Tajiri, because he's just a legend.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess I could call it an exclusive scoop here with PWI. If you're going to state who you're going to match up with, you may as well do it with us here at PWI, right? So we're going to take it. Exactly. You're known for being extremely confident. You're always dressed to the nines. What motivates you and gives you that confidence, not just in the ring, but also outside of it?
Well, I just think the way that you carry yourself is the way that people are going to perceive you. And I think perception's reality, right? I remember when I first came into Major League Wrestling, I showed up in a suit, and Court Bauer was like, whoa, You know, look at that guy. Custom suit, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know if you can catch that.
It.
Yeah, right there.
Yep. The name is in the
Yeah,
lapel
it's in there.
guys. Yep.
Yeah, it's custom suit. You know, so I don't really mess around when it comes to that. And you know, I present myself like a star, I mean, quite frankly, because I am one. And that's just the way I've always felt. And I always will feel that way. And I think a lot of people lack that confidence in professional wrestling. If you're going to do this, you better have that type of confidence, and that'll never go away from me.
I love it. I love it. Parting thoughts, Richard Holliday. And by the way, it's been a pleasure talking with you. This is my first time meeting you, and I'm having a blast.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. So my last question for you really is, do you have any thoughts that you want to say now that you have the PWI platform? Anything that you want to say going to any of your opponents in this 12-man match that you want to just look straight to the camera or to me and just let them know your thoughts, who you have your eyes on, anything you want to add of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this match is going to be highly covered by PWI. I think PWI is going to have a lot of attention on it.
Yes.
You know, obviously PWI just came out with the coveted top 500 list, and I think I'm the highest ranked guy in the match. So, you know, I don't know if that means anything. It probably does. So, you know, it's, you know what I expect? I expect for tonight me to leave victorious, and then later we'll catch up and we'll do another press conference, and we'll have a nice page article in the PWI talking about my accomplishments and everything that I've done.
Right.
And then on the back will be an advertisement for my rarefied air, just for a little marketing sprinkle, you know?
You know, the business, I love a good business plan, and that sounds fantastic to me.
I'm a businessman.
There you
That's
go.
what I am at my roots.
There you go. I love it. And I know you're going to do some crazy good business in the ring. So we're here to see it. We can't wait to watch. And for those who are not going to be here in Philadelphia, you can catch it on Vice. It will be coming out on the channel. That is MLW Fightland. We are in Philadelphia, PA. Thank you very much, Richard Holliday. It has been an absolute joy to meet you and to interview you.
Thank you.